These are 5 unwritten laws of YouTube that every content creator must know, especially if you have set out to be a content creator on this YouTube platform. Many a times, creators have focused mainly on the laws that are written, for example, the community guidelines, the terms and conditions, and every other law governing this YouTube platform that are easily accessible. However, there are some laws that aren't actually written, but they take effect, they are powerful, and once you set out to be a content creator on this YouTube platform, they apply to you. And if you don't take care, they may affect the work that you're doing on this particular platform. As you're putting in the work and then you fall foul to these laws, they gradually, eat your channel up. And then you don't get to grow as you would expect to after, many years or probably some few months on this platform. So it is this reason that I have sat down here just to bring to your attention some of these rules so that you stay guided as you work towards the monetization of your channel on this particular platform. I am the virtual giant, and on this channel I share with you my strategies, my experiences, and ways that I use to grow my channel on YouTube. So stick and stay as we walk through these 5 unwritten laws of YouTube. Let's start with number one, and let's take it from the very beginning. That is that if you set out to be a content creator on YouTube, make sure that the Gmail accounts that you create to set up your channel, one, you do not use that Gmail account to create a new channel the very day you created it. And even if you do, you make sure that you don't use the channel to post on YouTube. Here are my reasons. If you do that, the likelihood of your channel being ghosted, or let me say being shadow banned, is very high. Why? Because YouTube might think that it is that particular channel is actually operated by a bot. You understand me? That is why it is important that you build what is called a channel history. If you look into your YouTube dashboard, you are likely to find that, especially where you want to either use other videos for maybe a related video, especially your short videos, etc. You notice that YouTube, as part of the requirement, seeks that you build a channel history. Channel history is very important. As you are using the platform, you need to leave a digital footprint behind so that they can actually trace and then realize that, oh, okay, this particular channel is actually operated by a human being, because human beings do certain things that bots cannot do, and vice versa. So it is important to hold on to putting your videos on public. Make sure that you are using that channel to engage other videos, watch other people's videos, like, comment, share their videos if need be, and then make sure that you are actively using that particular email on the YouTube platform. In that case, the YouTube algorithm identifies that this particular Gmail or this particular YouTube channel is coming from a trusted source, a human being for that matter, because your digital footprint, which is basically your channel history, will prove that indeed you are actually legit source. And then when you eventually get to post your videos and then make it public, the YouTube algorithm can in itself share your videos, because they can trust that you're not just there to either cause harm, you know boost your views and stuff like that, just to be at the better side of the algorithm and then do all manner of things. I hope you understand what I mean. The next point, which is number two, is that once you are able to set up your channel, it is better to keep it to yourself rather than telling people, especially your loved ones or your friends or your family. Here is why you need to keep your channel a secret and then do your own content creation without actually telling people closer to you. One, people who are close to you might, out of love, try to get to your channel, maybe subscribe, get to watch your videos, etc. But in reality, their interest may not align with the kind of content that you produce. For example, I love football very much. So if you share your channel with me and then it is not football related or maybe YouTube growth related, I might, maybe you as my friend or someone that I know, I might try in get inside there and then maybe subscribe or watch your videos for you. But in reality, I am not going to focus so much on that, because I am after things that interest me. I am going after content that I like, my football content, my YouTube growth strategies that I can apply on my channels and stuff like that. And when I do that, it is going to hit your channel. So imagine people who are like me, about maybe 10 of your friends doing that to your channel. They are only hitting your channel, not helping you. Because if I'm not interested in your content and I watch, there's no possibility that I'm going to watch till the end. I will watch maybe a few seconds, maybe 20 seconds, 10 seconds, and then step out. And that sends a bad signal to the YouTube algorithm. There is something called session time. How long are people staying on your channel? Not the video per se, but the channel. Is your content such that when people watch, they are likely going to watch another one? Do you understand? That is the session time. And then if you have low session time, obviously it is going to affect your audience retention on your videos, because you shared the link with me, you shared your channel with me. I watched for 10 seconds. 10 seconds is not enough to boost or to get the YouTube algorithm to start recommending your videos. It is going to hit your channel, and you'd see that audience retention drastically reduces. And when that happens, forget about YouTube recommendation, forget about your videos going viral. And what you see would be the arrows against your videos, pointing downwards, being gray or ash, pointing downward, and that suggests very bad business. So you would want to see your arrows, turning deep green. And even the green, we have two types: one that is very deep and one that is not that deep. But in all cases, it is good to get the green arrows. When that happens, then it means that something better is happening on your channel. People are actually staying for longer. People are watching, liking, engaging with the video as they should. So it is important not to worry so much about subscribers, especially when you go in to do sub for sub. You ask me to subscribe to your channel, you do mine. No, it is a bad business. It is going to affect your channel big time. It won't allow the YouTube algorithm to boost your videos to certain height, because the algorithm thinks that no, you know what you're about. You are getting your own sources, and then getting people to come in to subscribe to watch your videos. I hope you understand me. And then it is also not too good to start sharing your links once you set out to create on your YouTube channel. That is why I said do not tell anyone, and it involves sharing your links to your WhatsApp platforms, your Facebook page, and stuff like that. Make sure that you keep calm, cool, and then secretly start posting, doing your own thing, creating your content. Let YouTube find you audiences. Don't go in and then drive audiences. It is good to drive people to your channels, but if you set out doing that, the possibility of the algorithm ignoring your content is very high. Allow the YouTube algorithm to start recommending your videos to people. And when that happens, you get loyal viewers, you get loyal audiences, people who are actually interested in your content. So you see YouTube recommendation, you see channel pages, you see browse features, you see end screens, you see ads, etc. That thing that appears on top of a video that you can click and then watch a different video. So when that happens, you see that YouTube will actually find people within the platform who are most likely going to stay and then watch your videos till the end. So make sure that you stay guided if you want to succeed on this particular YouTube platform. The number three unwritten rules of YouTube is that take your mind off monetization. And don't get me wrong. Now, the goal of every content creator on this platform is to reach the monetization mark, and then start seeing some bucks after creating content on the platform for some number of times. Now, the important thing is that it is good to target monetization, but if it is the main focus of your journey, if you are so much into monetization to the extent that every second you are checking how many people have viewed your content, your public watch hours, trust me, it is going to weigh you down. You're going to get tired, and if care is not taken, you get demotivated to stop creating on this channel or on this platform. So just do your best, post the videos, and allow the YouTube algorithm to worry about sharing your content, so that the views come in, so that the subscribers come in, so that you get to that 4,000 watch hours, and then the 1,000 subscribers. The 1,000 subscribers and then watch hours is not difficult. One video can send you to that mark. One channel of mine, which I used to create evergreen content, how to maybe post a video on YouTube and stuff like that. It took one video to move me from 34 subscribers to over 7,000 subscribers and counting as we speak. It was just one video. And guess what? The video wasn't even up to 2 minutes long, about 1 minute and then a few seconds. So the important thing to target is the views. So create the content for views, not for subscribers. And it is the views that will drive in the subscribers. And as the subscribers, mount, that is when the loyals or the loyal ones stay and then watch your content to the desired limit. And in so doing, it also pushes your public watch hour to get to that threshold. So forget monetization doesn't mean that just create for creating sake. Don't think about it. No, it is not the case. But don't let it be the center of the whole thing. Else you are likely to miss your way. And if that happens, then every work that you've put in will come to naught. The number four unwritten rules of YouTube for more views and eventual monetization is that consistency is key. And when I say consistency, I also mean that regardless of everything, make sure that you are posting videos, make sure that you are bringing out content. It doesn't matter the quality, just make sure that you are posting something that has enough juice for people. Make sure that you are giving value with your content. It doesn't matter the quality in respect to the video, the sharpness, or whether you are producing in 4K, etc. It is important, but for starters, if you don't have a camera or a phone that is able to give you the 4K video quality and stuff like that, do not panic. Just make do with what you have. You don't need to get any fancy gadget before you start on YouTube. Make sure that you are posting, and the algorithm will reward your effort if you put in the work. So even if you have the worst video, just post it, because you do not know the kind of video that is going to take your channel viral. Many a times it is that video that you think it is worse, so let me do it anyhow. That is usually what takes your channel viral. So make sure that the key is to get producing. Just start making the videos, just posting, but try to make it a bit better and try to improve upon video by video. That also increases your chance. I hope it is understandable. And once your video goes viral, one video goes viral. In fact, it takes just a video for your channel to get known, to go viral. When that happens, it is pretty much like a domino effect. It leads on to the virality affects other videos on your channel. So one video goes and then the rest follow like that. That is when the subscribers will come in, and trust me, you will get so much used to getting subscribers by the second that you would think that, hey, am I the same person who was actually begging people, practically begging people to subscribe to my channel? Forget about those ones. Just make sure that you are posting your videos as worst as it may be. That's, you never know, because that may be the key to your channel going viral. The very last thing, that is the number five unwritten rule of YouTube that I want to share with you, is that make sure that you are passionate about what you are doing. You are passionate about the niche that you have chosen. It is very important, because if you don't like what you do, trust me, you will get weary, you will get tired, you will get demotivated, you just give up and then chicken out. But if you are interested in whatever you are doing, nothing will stop you. The mere fact that you are doing something of interest to you will keep you going. It will motivate you, to push you to the limit. It will, regardless of whatever happens, whether the views come in or not, because you are content, you are happy doing or posting in that particular niche, it is important you will get there by any means possible, or some way, somehow. Saying that also doesn't mean that you can start off by selecting a better niche, because there are certain niches that pay more than others. So maybe this particular thing that you are interested in doesn't pay much. It doesn't mean that because you're passionate about it, you can do that and do that alone. No, you can actually, venture into something that pays more, because YouTube growth channels or educational niches like these ones pay more than someone who is into the sports niche, and it follows like that. So once you set off to um, create on YouTube, It is possible to be passionate about what you do, and also if your passion can't drive in that revenue that you are after, it is important to also venture into areas that you have expertise or you have knowledge about that may fetch you more money than your passion. So I believe that these 5 unwritten rules of YouTube will help you, especially if you are starting out as a new content creator on this platform. So make sure you apply it, make sure that you are mindful of these rules, and then let's see how far your content go. Make sure that you are sharing your experiences, your journeys with me in the comment section. And then whatever that baffles your mind, you can ask. If I have the knowledge, I'll share with you. I'll see you in my next video.